Transformation in 3, 2, 1.
Hi everybody, Heather Stargazer here to do a reading for the collective, for whoever, whenever, wherever. Thank you so much for being here. If you're a regular gazer who's always here, I love you. Hello, welcome everyone. If you're new here, come on in. Right now, at this very moment, we are experiencing a full moon eclipse in Virgo. It's happening right behind us right now in this window. I try to get it in the shot, but it's just a little too high up of an arch over the window to really get it in there. But this is a long duration eclipse. It's going to happen for over the duration of a few hours, and it's going to be seen by the majority of the United States and a fair part of Britain and Ireland and Western Europe during the early morning hours. And I thought, whoa, what a powerful time. And also, it's interesting too, because my moon is in Virgo, so it's like extra, it's hitting me in an extra weird kind of way. I feel very comfortable right now. And I know that things are going on in the world all around us right now, and it could be a very difficult energy, but it's like right where, home is where your heart is, and this is the emotional feeling that my particular moon feels the most comfortable in. The north node is also in Virgo, the north node of the moon, and the south node is in Pisces, and we just had that new moon in Pisces. So during this eclipse, there's a lot going on with the internal self and what our value is to ourselves and to the universe, and where we need to really see these things that maybe we haven't seen how valuable we really are. You haven't seen how valuable you really are. And here we have, you are good enough. Full moon in Virgo from the Moonology deck. I'm just going to read this to you guys to start, okay? It says, it's time to be really honest with yourself and understand what's led you to ask your question. Have you been humble to the point of being self-effacing? Humility is good, but can go too far, and drawing this card suggests you may be underrating yourself. You don't have to be flash, just quietly certain that you are good enough. At the other end of the scale, you also need to honestly answer this question. Have you been too picky? The full moon in Virgo card needs some truthful answers. Once you've given them, it should be easier to see how you got where you are. Your next step should be more obvious to you. Pay attention to the details. Hard work brings results. Attune to the moon. Find balance between the cosmic and the mundane in your daily life. Additional meanings for this card. Worrying too much will attract more things to worry about. Have you been overly critical? An apology may be in order. Stop second-guessing yourself. Raise your karma by doing something good for someone else. The full moon in Virgo is a time to declutter your life, your home, your office. It's time to sort out what's good in your life from what's not serving you. It's also time to clear out your energies via salt baths and meditations, and to practice getting more grounded by walking barefoot. No matter when you draw this card, it's a reminder that any time is a good time to start living a healthier life. And that's where we're at right now, isn't it? Kind of addressing those things and doing it in a way that isn't self-effacing. Looking at the things that we need to clear out, be healthier with ourselves in that sense, without getting down on ourselves about it, and being too picky about what is suitable for us. Interesting. Ancestor spirits, guys. What messages do you have for the collective on this full moon, lunar eclipse in Virgo? That one too. Got the Three of Swords, the Fool in the reverse, the Nine of Cups, the Page of Swords on the bottom. We're going to get a few more cards. And also keep moving this around. We'll look at this in a second. Well, I guess we could look at it right now, and we're going to talk about this too. And then talk about that inner child and which way are we going. So I've been attempting to do coffee cup readings, 444, for myself and for you guys, but I want to know what I'm doing before I bring that out to you guys, if I do that at all. So I poured the coffee cup out on this napkin, and what came out but a dinosaur and like a little kid. The little kid was also full of these grounds too. And it's really interesting. So like this dinosaur, is he pointing the way? Is he showing this kid? Is he giving him something? Right? It's almost like they're looking out over a horizon, and there's this ancientness. There's this like real primal reptile brain, inner knowing, like innate instinctual inner knowing, and it like showing it to the inner child. There isn't anything like it isn't like the dinosaur's trying to get him or anything. But that's really, really strange. And it even has this like curve of a spine right there coming up. Can you see that? So if anybody has any interpretation of the dinosaur, I would really be interested to know what it does. Definitely feel like digging down into our primal self. Here we have the Three of Swords, the backstabbing, the betrayal. Maybe this is what we're healing over. Again, 555. The reading before this had huge fives everywhere. And here we have the Three of Swords. And it's like that heartbreak that is played over and in the mind, right? That thing that hurt our soul, but then our intellect really dug it in. And it's that feeling of not wanting to repeat that again. And here you have the Nine of Cups as well. Like the wish is coming through by not taking risks with things that may have previously hurt us, or people or things that we know have a tendency to triangulate, Page of Swords in the reverse. That's the classic tarot spy, somebody looking in on something with nefarious purpose, maybe not knowing the full context and sharing information in a way that's malignant. It hurts others, right? And people talking trash behind someone else's back. This could be someone sharing someone's secrets and it hurting them, and them realizing, you maybe realizing, I don't want to take that risk again with that situation, with that person. Maybe that's one of the things that we're clearing out and healing here, right? That feeling of like allowance of that, right? We don't allow that to happen in our lives anymore. We don't allow that to happen in our immediate sphere, right? Because it is disrespectful to the self, right? There's like the not wanting to. I heard betray our own dignity. So good for you. Standing up for it's like standing up for yourself by making a wiser choice. And then here comes the wishes, the Nine of Cups, right? And that can also talk about like overindulgence. And she looks a little bit daydreamy here, like she's leaning back and talking to those butterflies. And it is also a full moon. It's like all the harvest that you get here. What is that? 10 of Staves. Ooh, letting go of the burden of that. It landed right on the Three of Swords. Let's talk about it for a minute. And I want to jump right off. Letting go of that burden. The ten of Wands is like all of those things that you've carried with you, that you've worked on, that have inspired you up into a point. To the point where you can take them and distribute your wares. Right? The weight of that. And it's almost like because you know better now and you aren't jumping out of the frying pan into the fire, right? It isn't something a worry that you have to carry the burden of. I heard don't suffer fools. There it is, the Fool in the reverse. Can you tell us about the Fool in the reverse, please? The World in the reverse. Somebody ain't learning, right? Lessons that aren't learned. Ace of Pentacles in the upright on the bottom for that one, because there is something solid at hand. There's an offer. That's something that's being offered to you, something tangible coming in and coming through to you. Because you realize that that the lesson isn't over, that the story isn't over, and that the certain risks being taken would be unwise, right? They would be going against the things that you've already learned, and maybe keeping cycles open that need to close. Interesting. It's because look how they're standing, when they're in the upright. Look at how they're this one does like 3 legs, and it's the same leg down, knee up, leg down, knee up. See that? And it's like in the reverse. It's like not, he's like, it's not of value to you. This is of value to you. And again, that idea of like maintaining your own value and your dignity, by not carrying the burden of something like this betrayal or these types of people, these people who triangulate, or this thought of mind, this thing that hurts you. It's like it taught you a lesson, and you are getting your heart's desire. 1010. What is this 9 of Cups? Tell us about this 9 of Cups. Very interesting. Can you tell me about this 9 of Cups, please? 2 cards for that. Wow, 10 of Swords in the reverse. Now we had 3 tens, and it said 1010. 10 of Wands in the reverse. Now we have the 10 of Swords in the reverse. The 10 of Pentacles was the Ace of Pentacles to the 10 of Pentacles. Wow. The increase of value, the increase of wealth. This thing not being over. Understanding that lesson is to not take that risk. Not to be foolish. Not to suffer those fools. Bringing in your wish. You get the Chariot. A head and heart decision that allows that movement through. Could actually be a trip that you want to take. Could actually be going somewhere, right? 10 of Swords in the reverse. Like, it still plays through in your mind. You gotta let that go. The acceptance of that, that situation isn't going to change. B, that it isn't over in that realm of things. So it's up to you to make a different decision to go towards your wishes, hopes, and dreams. There's victory here for you. There's a lot of legacy wealth here. This is like implementing. This is like that lesson that you know you're getting tested, and by understanding what the lesson here is, you increase the value of you increase your own value, and therefore increase your own wealth. Right? This is talking about real things coming to you. I want to get more tarot. Where did I put it? It's under the dinosaur. I knew it was somewhere. I got the Chrysalis Tarot. Chrysalis Tarot, I read all in the upright. So we take it intuitively with what the cards are around it. It's like another confirmation for the reading before, because it said, not contributing energy to something of the past that isn't working out, or that hasn't worked out, or that has a certain predictable outcome, right? By not giving that any of its of your energy or time or encouragement, and moving forward into the future, right? The new you're able to receive those things, and you know what is of value and what isn't of value. And I think that what you're realizing here is that you are worth your dreams. You are worth the value of your dreams, and they are worth the value of you. Go get them. What is the Three of Swords, though? What is the Three of Swords? Can you tell us, Spirit, what is the Three of Swords? That's it. Wow. The Hanged Man, and here we have the Companion on the bottom, the King of Spirals. It could have been somebody who was really arrogant, somebody who thought they knew everything, somebody that was very pushy and put you into a space where you had to stop. It was like a forced stop. Maybe somebody else's arrogance, right, put you in a space where you couldn't move forward, and you had to look at something from a different perspective. And some of the things that you saw were difficult to look at and hit you in ways that you didn't expect them to hit you, right? And so you had to sit there for a little while and digest this. And what's interesting is so this is that Piscean energy, right? That Piscean new moon that we just had. Right, where we say, okay, hold on now, hold your horses, just take a moment and ingest that wisdom, right? The night owl, the being able to see into the depths of the darkness. And here we have this eclipse coming through right now, right, to bring us into that, it's like flipping a switch, right? And when it comes back on, it's the whole new, right? And that's kind of what Virgo does. It goes through and it cleans things out. And that's what was happening here in this space, is giving you time to digest that so that you could have that wisdom, so you could have that change of perspective, right? And the 12 is the 12th house, the 12th card. 1 + 2 = 3. The power at hand, the individual, right, coupling with that soul tie. And that's where that 3 comes in. And so it's like kind of painful, not kind of painful, this is painful to have that realization, right, that someone else maybe cared more about themselves, what they were doing. And I'm hearing their face, so they cared more about what they looked like to others, to the outside world, right, than how it affected you. And you're starting to see that and letting go of the burden, realizing it wasn't you, it was them. It was somebody else's perception of the situation. It isn't, and behavior, their poor behavior, it isn't your burden to carry. So you're kind of letting that down. What is the 10 of Staffs in the reverse, please? 9 of Mirrors. You got the 9 of Cups out twice. I love it. And the bottom, see 9 of Scrolls. Now we got all this 9 energy going. So you were right there, and you have exceeded that. You have succeeded that. 9 of Cups twice. 9 of Mirrors. You get your wish, that emotional fulfillment, and the ability to you be open to sharing it, like having others sit at the table with you. Not these people, not this situation, but it isn't stopping you from experiencing life and allowing yourself to experience life. But there's a lot of anxiety there. If I let that go, what is my wish? How do I accept this? This is a very new kind of feeling for you, especially if you've been sitting in this other energy, right? But you know better now. Fool in the reverse. You aren't willing to take that risk again. There's too much. You get too high a value, right? Tell me about this Fool in the reverse, please. Can you tell me about this Fool in the reverse, please? Chariot twice now too, and the Hierophant on the bottom, the Divine Child. Strong commitment, reliable, dependable. Now we have the Queen of Fire out, and the Chariot. Wow. The King and the Queen of Fire, and 1717. That's very, very interesting, because the Fool is connected to the star card number 17 through Aquarius. And we're just getting out of Aquarius season into Pisces season, into Aries season, right? Like, this is showing you the timeline is happening here. And again, with the Chariot, it could have something to do with the vehicle, right? But I think more so than anything, here we have the Muse. It's this inspiration. Your heart is inspired, your head is inspired, that mental ideas flowing, right? Some things are really starting to click, and it's making you excited, and you're feeling that emotional security within those ideas and within yourself. There's a peacefulness here. It's like, here's the doe and here's the stag. Moving forward, right? Movement. There is a lot of movement. There could actually be travel here, and you don't want to stay in this stuck space anymore or make a wrong move. So you're allowing those things that are inspiring you to lead the way. Ooh. Again, that idea of being aware of humility, right? Too much humility, or does that balance of finding that space where you're confident, not arrogant, right? And you're humble, but not self-effacing. And that's a really interesting place to be when you're, making these decisions, this confidently moving forward, because it lets you keep that awareness, so you aren't making a decision based on impulse or hubris, right? But at the same time, you're not being held back by fear. I love this for you. I love what's happening here. And the Hierophant, that divine child, right? Taurus energy, stable. There's rules to be followed. Again, I feel like there's some sort of, it could be an institution of some kind, some bigwig, some strong traditional energy that is supportive of this movement forward for you. What is the World in reverse? That feels like a blockage. Wow, there it is. As I say that, it's the King of Wands again. So now we have them both out here again, that fire energy and Two of Spirals. Which way is it going? Here goes a cat. Oh. So we have the King of Spirals, fire sign, masculine energy. And it is, we were reading it in the negative energy here. Maybe something isn't going to change with this person. Right? The new companionship, finding new companionship, and it doesn't necessarily have to mean in the romantic sense, but maybe in the people or that you surround yourself with, the friends that you have, or like the business partners. Take it how it resonates for you, right? It's like pointing to this world upside down here. Like, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? I think because of this perspective change and the letting go of the burdens of a heartbreak through the perspective change, you get your wish, you get your desire, things get to move forward, and it feels like they start moving forward very, very quickly. And you're not alone through this, right? You have companionship. But there's Cancer energy out here. There's Piscean energy out here. There's a lot of fire energy happening here. We have and we have the Fool, which is Aries and Aquarius. Can you tell us about this Nine of Cups, please? Ten of Scrolls, all these tens. That's the Ten of Swords out twice. Let things, those betrayals, acknowledge that they are over. They're over when you say they're over when you move away from them. They're going to continue to go on in the place where they are. Will you continue to be there? I don't think so. You're getting your wish that is concluded in your life, in your world, in your mind. It has become the past. And your wishes are coming true in the future. You're moving towards them. Hold on to what is yours that is of value. You are of value. Hold on to yourself. Hold on to your riches. Because things are going to start moving very, very, very quickly. Very quickly. It's like you're holding on to what is of value, but you're not holding on to those things that are like of a detriment that would hold you back. Look at what we just got here, you guys. With the Chariot, this is ultimate victory here. And the tens, the Wheel, good fortune, good luck, things coming through. This eclipse is really showing you how valuable you are. It's not worth it to stay in this terrible space with things that hurt. These things are again, that propellant. I mean, the Wheel with the Chariot, it left a good job in this city, working for the man every night and day. Yes, the big wheel keeps on moving. Barometer keeps on burning. Seven of Mirrors. A lot of options are opening up to you. A lot of options are going to be opening up to you, and you get to decide how you weave them into the fabric of your life. You get to decide what the tapestry of that will be. It's 100% available to you now that everything is cleared. So we have, and that's a 7, 2 Chariots, 777, good luck, all these tens, I think we got every 10. What 10 didn't we get? We didn't get the 10 of Cups. We got the 9 of Cups. Because you know why? Because you're on your way to your 10 of Cups through this process. That's where the Chariot is taking you. We have the Enchanted Art Oracle. Can you give us some little pointers, little messages? Would you say, look at this? It's okay to have a voice and speak your truth. Absolutely. There was some kind of silencing going on here. And that perspective change allowed you to say you're not standing for that anymore. You are inspired to move forward. And even if your voice is that's like, like the unspoken voice, your demeanor, how you're carrying yourself, like how she's carrying herself, like completely unbothered. And that's how you're gonna be like celebrating, like, and look, it's them dancing together. Look at that. It's okay to have your voice. I heard take the lead. Take the lead. What else we got here? It's easy. Work easy. Allow yourself to be in flow and enjoy what you do. Allow yourself to be in flow, right? There is a lot of enjoyment and there is a lot of work to do. And you're going to be moving along quite nicely. Where's this Chariot? It feels very, very fluid. Follow what lights you up. Absolutely. I feel like you've been held back long enough. You've been held back long enough by these fears, by this, these inhibitions that keep you from feeling the full breadth of the blessings that are on their way to you. Wow, options opening up. Release. Look at that. Release and acceptance. How beautiful. Absolutely. The time is now, you guys. The time is now. Release those old things. Let yourself be blessed. The gifts the universe wants to give to you. What is jumping off of here? It says a new phase begins and brings with it new opportunities. This is a lucky and prosperous time where much that previously seemed impossible is now possible. Doors previously closed now open. Your world is full of light. Follow what lights you up. These just jumped right off. I didn't even shuffle. I just opened the box and these cards started flying out, and that's what it said. And this one said, you're afraid of letting something go that is no longer working for you. There is a deep sense of duty or guilt, and you feel like you don't have a choice. The reality is that you do, and ultimately doing what you know feels right in your heart is best for all concerned. Then being that pickiness, there's that Virgo pickiness that's happening right now through this process. Because there are a lot of things available to you. It wants you to go ahead and clear those things out and allow the new things in, and don't, the perfection is not your friend. There is no such thing as perfection. There isn't. You are perfect just the way you are, flaws and all. Right? And that's part of the value. Accept. And then self-reflection, that was one of the very first things that came out. So are you seeing yourself clearly? Are you seeing yourself as beautiful as you are? As valuable as you are? As important as you are? Because let me tell you, you got shit to do. And we need you to do it. So come on now. The time is now. Get moving forward. Your head and your heart on the same page. Luck is coming to you. It's on its way. I promise. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for remembering to hit the like and subscribe, and for sharing with us and talking to us and being here and coming to see us again next time. Wishing you all the best eclipse blessings from my heart and moon and soul to yours.
Transformation in 3, 2, 1.